I checked her page the other day and no, it wasn't flat chested, she was flat bombed. Now she has, okay, no, I was just telling Debomi about this girl that I knew in Jan. She literally had like no ass, anything. She was hot too, but she was trying to do like squats and stuff. So I messaged her and she said that she went under the knife.
Wait, are you talking about Shona?
Trust her, Jay.
I think she looks amazing now, so you can't even like, you know.
I can't even like, I'm surprised that she decided to take the shortcut route because she was really consistent with like everything she was doing.
I mean, the body was not coming, so she added something.
Change that P to an A.
I don't think she took the shortcut because she had been trying now. She tried. She spent money.
Probably she did squat well. What do you think?
What do you think?
Her posture was not right.
It's possible, you know, if your posture's not right, it doesn't work.
Can it really be a shortcut if it's so dangerous, the fact that she had to put her life at risk? I don't think it's a shortcut. That was a major decision she had to make, you know, for a big satisfaction.
You know what? We'll come back to that after this. Welcome back to Serious Banta, where we talk about topical issues as they concern us. On today's episodes, we'll be talking about something that's quite unusual, but is coming usual and popular in our society. The topic today is body-altering surgeries. Is this becoming a trend, or is it an effect of body shaming?
Wow.
No, it's not an effect of body shaming because
It's actually life-changing. It's not something that I don't want to go too deep in.
Express yourself, girl.
I don't want to go too deep about talking about myself, but it's something that I've experienced, and it's like, obviously, people will body shame you in some ways. Not like, oh, maybe you are fat, but they'll make jokes about, this is your tummy self. Can't you hold it or something? Maybe you're at a wedding and maybe you're trying to zip your clothes and two of your friends are helping you zip it. One person is holding it here. The other person will say, hold it now. Then you pull it up. Next thing, the zip will break because your tummy and the waistline that you gave the tailor does not correlate because you want to be snatched. So that also affects your esteem. Do you understand? So I don't see it as body shaming. Yes, you've probably been body shamed, but it now affects you psychologically. You now have low self-esteem, or you're not confident in yourself enough. So that's basically the effect of the body shaming. I don't know if you get what I mean.
But don't you think going as far as doing surgeries makes it even worse? Because anything could have happened. You can do surgeries and have infections.
Yeah.
You can have all sorts of things can happen, because even the rates at which people do surgeries right now, there are some people that actually pass away from it.
Yeah.
And what amazes me about surgery is that when you go to do surgery, you have to sign. Mm-hmm. And it's written there that the doctors are going to be held responsible for anything that happens. So even the doctors know that it could go either way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like putting your life in danger is something that scares me. I don't mind you like taking out the whatever, doing the surgery, but I'm always scared that I can't go to that length, because I've seen people go to the gym and they lose all the fat. Yeah. So I feel like for me, it's just a shortcut for me, which I feel is not right.
But okay, all your girls have done their body now. What are you trying to say? This is a recent
Trend.
Trend,
in Nigeria. And for you to want to do something that hasn't really been done here, I feel like something that you should do extensive research. Mm-hmm. So research in terms of finding your doctor's death rate, which is the most important thing, because every doctor has death rate.
That's right.
Do you understand? So if you go on Google and you search for any doctor, it shows you their reviews.
Okay.
So you go on their website. There are also websites that talk about different surgeons and where they are based and things like that. You have to do your research. You have to find them on Instagram and check their comments, you know? So I don't think people who you feel are going for the shortcut, they just want to do it quickly and they're not doing it for the right reasons, possibly. But if you're doing it to make yourself feel better about yourself for a long term, which is almost for the rest of your life, you have to do it well.
Yeah.
So that means you have to do your research.
Okay, so when you speak about doing, okay, now when you were talking, you said something about, oh, you know, it might not necessarily be body shaming, but there are, you know, certain times that you might not necessarily feel, you know, good about yourself. So are you doing it, like, is it for yourself or is it for the people that see you? Because another thing is, if in the next 5 years now, because if you think about it, 10 years ago, being skinny and not having any ass and not having any breasts was what was in, right?
Yeah,
and now, all of a sudden, it's big booty, bitches,
Big butt,
slim waist, perfect, you know, perky boobs. What if in another 10 years now, your nipple has to be curved?
Alright.
No.
I
I'm just.
know what the next trend is.
Please, can you
So,
tell us
can
so
you
we
tell
can
us?
start preparing?
It's gonna be girls who are like size 12. They get their body done and they lose weight. So that way, the fat in your bum still sticks, but you're toned in your arms, in your abs, but your boobs and your ass still
I
stand.
think that's
Yeah, but
That's the trend. That's the trend. No, some people are still going all out and making it very voluptuous,
Yeah, but that's not, it's
big.
not about what you're making it out to be. It's about the mindset behind it. Are you going to, for every time there's a new trend, you're going to
Go under the
triumph? It's like, it's your body, for crying out loud. It's not necessarily you in particular, right? It's your, let me just finish this point. It's your body. Like, I don't know, I feel like no matter what, like absolute 100%, because I guess I've never been in someone else's shoes to understand where they're coming from. But there are certain things about my body that I don't necessarily like. But I just have to come to a place where I'm like, this is who I am. Like, there's no changing me. You're either going to accept me for this or move on. And there are certain things that I know that I've had to change to kind of get to an almost perfect body type for me. Do you understand? When it comes to like working out, eating the right foods. So when I even say shortcut, like Tokpa said, first off, shortcut of the fact that it is possible for you to even lose your life in the process. Secondly, most people that do surgery and do surgeries or whatever, they don't even, like, you do the surgery and then you have to maintain it by working out. So why did you just work out in the first place to get where you are?
It's not a freaking shortcut. Like, I mean, did I go and plug the money on trees? I take this thing and I'm going to do my best to maintain it. So that's it.
Let me add to what you're saying. Because first of all, you spoke about you, and I want you to know that we love you for the way you are. We think you look very nice. But
You've always been like this, sir.
at the end of the day,
No, she used to have like big balls.
is it possible? Is it possible that I may speak? I don't know.
Please, Odera.
I mean, if you may,
Odera.
please.
Sorry.
Is that okay? Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is that I have two perspectives. One, because you showed me Offset, a picture. And I was like, wow, was that you? And you were like, yeah, that was me. And I'm like, wow, is that you now? And I'm like, wow. Nah, okay, whatever you did there, working for you right now. You know, but at the end of the day, because I'm a fitness guy, I used to be very big myself. I used to be very fat. And because I didn't go through any other kind of method, but I went through the method I did, which was work hard, eat well, like my confidence, is 100. I feel good. And I'm only saying this because I want you to tell me if you feel the same way, knowing that you might have gone through these external means to get there. I walk out, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the gym, I'm doing it. And I post every day on my Snapchat. Look at me, because nigga, I worked hard to look this way. I'm gonna show it. But how do you feel? Knowing that you may have not gone through, it's everybody knows, because we saw Nara like this. Like that. Then she came out, boom, nigga, what's going on? You understand? So how do you feel? I've told you how I feel. I'd like to know how you feel when you move about. What's your mindset like?
Like,
you know,
compared to before?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your mindset like knowing that you look this way?
Yeah.
But you
know that it's not the right way.
It's not.
No,
yeah, you didn't
no,
really,
no, no, no.
It's not that it's not the right way, but you didn't work hard for it. You paid for it.
Not the natural
You paid
way.
to look
Natural way.
Okay, hold on.
That's more like
Hold on.
Natural way, sorry. Natural way.
The healthy way.
Healthy way is natural.
Let Lara answer the question.
So you want me to answer first for the Amigos?
Yes, please. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so first of all, that money was not free. I worked for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I spent money to go and do this outside Nigeria with a very good doctor. I bought my ticket. I paid for massages. I spent a good ton of money to look this good because I wanted the best. I didn't want something that I would regret doing later because things like this are probably like you may do it once in a lifetime, depending on how you feel about doing surgeries. Some people just do it once, some people do it, some people it becomes addictive. But
Lifestyle.
for you, you're a personal trainer, you're used to building muscle and shredding.
Wait, sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I don't want you to say what I'm not.
Sorry. You are sorry.
This guy.
I know I could. Maybe we'll get there sometime. But right now, I just like looking after my body. I'm a hotelier. I'm a hotelier. Okay. Maybe. Okay, go on.
I think his question was, did it fix self-esteem issues?
Yes. Thank you for that. That was.
Okay.
Yes, definitely fix
Also, I want to
self-esteem
say something. You know, Nara said, actually, Odera said that, I mean, he worked hard for it. First of all, there are people that have gotten their body done and they still look like a fat blob of shit because they did not actually work hard to maintain
Because of where they went.
It's not just about working to get it done. You still have to work out when you do your body.
Yeah.
You can't just get your body done today and tomorrow you're taking pictures for the gram. You're going to lose. Or you can't just get your body done and tomorrow you feel like you're going to start eating whatever it is that you want to eat. You also have to put in hard work.
I guess it can be harder
the
work
body.
because
Yes,
the
exactly,
work
harder
ethic, to get there, if you're a fat guy and you work out, you already get used to the work ethic. It's a lot of work ethic to get there, to lose weight and look good. Yeah. So it may be, I'm not sure because I haven't done it, but it may be a bit more difficult if you have done the surgery and then you have to now start trying to maintain a body.
Sometimes people just need that push. I would not waste that amount of money. That's all the motivation I need. The fact that I spent that amount of money to get my body done, I'm not going to want to waste it.
So I believe it's everybody's choice in how they want to get there. But me personally, I'd rather go the natural and the fitness way. But like I said, to each his own.
You just made a statement. You said it's not for lazy people. I don't agree with that. And the reason why I don't agree with you saying surgery isn't for lazy people is two things. One of them is, more times than not, the people that are going to do surgery are people that can't be asked to work out because they're lazy or they're tired. They just can't be bothered with it.
Yeah.
Secondly, people can do the surgery once and then they decide not to work out. I know someone that's done surgery, the same procedure 3-4 times. Why? Because she can afford it. It has nothing to do with her not being lazy. She's obviously lazy for her to keep going back on the knife.
Exactly.
And you have the money, so you might as well spend it.
Yeah, but that's...
So it's not a lazy, it's definitely lazy people that do surgery as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Unless you have some kind of health issue that doesn't allow you work out or whatever.
But
It's
I
lazy.
wouldn't necessarily say, in terms of my own experience.
Sorry, Ade. Sorry, I had to cut you short. A couple of years back, 3 years ago, I was approaching size 14. Wow. And then this was in June, July. I started working out in September. By November, December, I had lost 15 kg. I used to go to the gym at least 4 or 5 times a week consistently, and I wasn't eating. So I reduced drastically. Like, everyone would say, oh my God, you've lost weight, blah, blah, blah. I was intentional about losing weight. But then when I lost weight, I looked sick. And then When because I wanted to lose weight fast. I was doing cardio.
Even in the right workouts.
Yeah, because we wanted to burn down the fat first before I start doing muscle and toning up.
Stuff, yeah.
Exactly. So that's the first thing you have to do. But then I still didn't even like the way my body looked, and then I was already tired of going to the gym because I felt like I've done the workout that they're always pushing you to do, and I'm still not happy with my body.
So can I just say one thing, because we're all focusing on weight loss. A lot of people are not doing surgery for weight loss though. What about the fact that you just want a completely different body shape to what you have?
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
Right?
Sorry guys.
Because there's some people, I'm so sorry, Eddie. There's some people who do these things just so they can look slimmer in their midsection.
Yeah. But you just admitted that going to the gym to lose the weight didn't work for you because you didn't lose the weight where you wanted to lose it.
No, I lost weight everywhere. Like I reduced, like my assets reduced, my cost reduced.
There's something
everything reduced.
Sorry to go over you.
Yeah.
What I think is this. Basically, I think that even going to the gym, even working out, you may not really get exactly how you want your body to be, because everybody's body is kind of different. Do you understand? You can be working out, you can be having them proteins. No. This is not matter of experience or anything. But you can be having your proteins and your proteins may not be going. They may not be going to the. Do you get? It may not be going to your bum that you want to get bigger. It may not be going to your breast and making it tone. Like now, you cannot lose like 20 kg and everything is flat.
Yeah,
and
what happened to me?
And I will not still.
You lose with your boobs.
Sorry, you guys should not cut me, please. So, and what I'm trying to say is this: that now you have lost that 20 kg, the breast no day, the yansh no day, so it's still same square. You get the square from the fatness to the square to the skinniness. Yeah. So why don't you go? Sorry, please.
All right, everybody. Great. All right, we'll continue the conversation. Welcome back to Serious Banta, where we're talking about body-altering surgeries. Addy was just rounding up something before we went off the break.
So basically, I was just trying to explain both. Do you understand? Like, I think that the body type is different. Some people can work out to get all this perfect, nice shape results. Some can... Not necessarily. We know what we like. Do you get? We are the men that are still looking at these bodies. Do you understand? We know what we like.
Hold on. Wait. Before you continue. Are you saying that women's bodies are just for men?
It's not just for men. Most of the time, let's be realistic. Do you understand? It's not just for men. We're not talking. This is not even feminism anything. People should not start that one. That one is later. Do you get? What I'm just saying is that yes, which is true. Most girls, things that happen in the society. We all know this. Let's be realistic. You guys should talk about your own things later. Can discuss this stuff. I'm just saying my own.
What's this?
What is what?
Who's talking about what?
Say your stuff later. You understand? Me, I'm discussing my stuff. Let me finish. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that some people can get the perfect thing they want from these body surgeries. So if that is what they want, let them do it, and they'll be happy. Simple. That's what I'm just trying to say.
Sabrina said you had something to
drop.
Well, it's just about the comment whereby they were saying, "Oh, it's for men," and not necessarily. But back to the question whereby is it a trend or is it because of body shaming? I don't think it's necessarily about either, because I have multiple friends who have gone under the knife, and each case is always different. For example, I have a friend who hasn't gotten her body done, but every time she sees me naked, because she's my best friend, she's Caucasian, all she says, "Sabrina, once I have enough money, I'm getting your boobs." My boobs are not done, but she's always saying, "I will take you to my surgeon and say, I want boobs like yours." Do you know what I mean? That's not because she's body shamed. Nobody body shames her. Mm-hmm. She's hot, she's blonde, she has more hips than I do. But she knows that she wants boobs.
So it's like,
you know what I mean?
Seeing a bag you like and wanting to buy
Exactly.
it.
So that has nothing to do with men. And it has nothing to do with being body shaming, and it's not a trend. Boobs have been going up, you know?
Something. You cannot just say like it has nothing to do with a man. Everybody has their own different reasons why they get it done. This is life. Everybody has reasons why they do
I'm just saying you can't just say that's the majority.
I'm not saying that that's the majority. That's some people.
You said it.
Please, I said this on air. I said some people.
And then this one said over your majority.
Yeah, because because for me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I didn't say for men.
No, but you guys should get this thing. This is not the argument.
Listen, why I feel majority do it? Because first of all, I've met people that there's not even fat in their body. I'm telling you, and they still go under the knife. because they see other girls having like a bomb, like you just said.
See, that's because of other
First
girls,
of all,
but you just said because of men.
no. Wait, listen, that's one. Secondly, most of them actually do because of those are the kind of girls, because obviously if their friends have bomb and every guy comes to toast them and she doesn't have,
So do you think
they'll always go to her.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm gonna get to.
No, listen, it happens a lot of times. We are guys, we can talk. Let's talk for you people, so you know what exactly what we.
No, don't tell me to talk for
No,
yourself.
I'm telling you for guys. I'm telling you for guys.
You're not a
Only
man.
you're talking for us.
You're not a man.
For guys.
That's the thing.
We guys don't even know what I'm going to say.
Thank you.
Okay,
Exactly.
let me land.
So-
Then let me land. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of girls that do this body thing, it's not even one that was fat. Like she had her own excuse, which I buy because obviously she wanted to really look slim and stuff. I've seen a lot of girls do. I've seen girls go for top up even after they've done the first one. Just because, yeah. I met girls. I've got top ups and all that stuff. And trust me, girls will not come to you. A lot of women come to you that say, "I did it because of men. I did it because most of them." The markets must sell. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, are they selling it to girls? They're selling it to men.
A lot of women, they do this for themselves, not like Topper saying, I'm doing it for, or you're doing it for a man, or you're doing it because you want the attention of men or to sell your market. It could be some people's reason, but it's not everybody's reason.
Okay, so what I think is, the first thing is, on this topic, everybody has a reason why they're doing this thing. Whether you're doing it because it's based on a trend or because, people have been body shaming you, you have a reason. You might be body shamed. I had a friend that was body shamed by her mom. Yeah. Oh, why don't you look like your sisters?
Wow.
You don't have ass. Yeah, like her mom has butts. Do you get? Her sisters have butts. She's the only one that's flat. Then her mom is always like, off. Why you like? Do guys even talk to you? How do they manage this thing that's behind you? And that leads to self-esteem issues. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then some people end up even committing suicide. We've not taken it to that angle.
Based on see your
Do you understand? Depression. So the thing is, sometimes when people get this thing done, it's so that they can feel good about themselves. Do you get? Feel confident. Sometimes. Then on the other hand, some people are seeing it like in our society, a lot of people that I also know on the flip side is based on, hey, my friend Nike got her body done. I'm out to get my body done. But the thing is, like what Nara said, I'm trying to buttress what she said earlier. You have to find out whether it's for you, whether it works for you, whether, the doctors can do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because I've had friends that they rejected them.
Yeah.
Blood type, they have one issue, one medical problem that they didn't know about. It was when they went there and then they found out, based on this, you can't do this.
Can I actually find the logic in something that you said?
What's that?
Which was, because I didn't understand it. You said it was body shaming because the parents said something about, this is what I got, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. Right. Something about, your sister has a butt, you don't have a butt. I don't think any, hold on. A parent, because I cannot speak for everybody, a parent may say that, but I mean, the parent that gave birth to me without a butt is now assaulting me or insulting me because I don't have a butt.
That's you.
This is real life story.
Jonathan, that is you.
Okay, so that's what I'm only trying to understand.
Reaction. The way I react to something is different from the way you will react to something.
No,
Do you understand what I'm saying? Her mom was always, let me explain. Her mom was always like at her, like she dresses up with her sisters, they all look nice, and they say, you'd have looked better, but you don't have ass. Like, it gets to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Constantly. It's not something that her mom said once.
I can see in the kind of way you play.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sorry, guys, can I say something?
I see how you play this.
Let me drift apart to a different example. For instance, I have stretch marks on my arms. I have stretch marks like tiger claws like this. And it also made me have low self-esteem because there was a time I could not wear sleeveless. Most of my clothes are long sleeve. But right now, my stretch marks have faded into my complexion. So there was someone that used to be my friend who had a store. And then when I go there to buy something, she would be picking things for me. She would say, this one is nice. No, you cannot wear. You have stretch marks. Then she would put it back. So obviously that would really mess with me and like, Jesus, I can't actually wear some nice certain things because I have stretch marks. It's the same way you cannot wear some clothes that are very fitted and body hugging and you are very flat. You will just look like ruler.
Yeah, but we'll still wear those clothes that are tight and body hugging. There's one thing I always say. Wait, now there's always one thing. There's something that I tend to say to myself that once you accept your flaws, nobody can use them against you. My nigga, see, it's even by the grace of God that I even have small bum now. Yeah. In secondary school, even in uni, like my ass was flat as like. Do you understand?
But then, okay, like. Right to the word.
For me, like body surgery and all of that, that's great. But I still feel that the issue there has not been addressed. That is my problem. The issue, if we're talking about self-esteem, if the reason why you are doing it is because you want your bum to be bigger, and you get a bigger bum, that issue in itself, the reason why somebody will say something to you and the next thing you're thinking is, oh, how do I fix it? How do I change it so that I'm accepted?
Somebody doesn't even have to say it to you. You can see it in the mirror that this thing does not look good. Somebody has
But what she's trying to tell you is that you must.
But you know that there was a time that even big bum was not.
First of all, love yourself.
I feel like
Forget about what other
but
people think.
self-love, where self-love comes from, you have to genuinely love yourself.
Shaitan, it's okay. It's really easy to say, oh yeah, love yourself. But it's not as easy as it is to say it. To actually do it. Yeah, but no, wait. Let me just finish. But at the end of the day, just do what makes you happy. You can't tell someone that, oh, love yourself instead of doing your body. If you want to do your body, do your body. It's your money.
Let's hear from Taji.
Say do what makes you happy. I'm sorry. Say do what makes you happy. Then if you do what makes you happy, and there's a chance of you dying.
But that's I don't know. It's somebody's life. It's somebody's life. It's nobody's decision.
Don't front talk and just come.
And kill you. You can't die anyhow.
Sorry, can I say something? I'm going to go off of what Shaitan was saying earlier. She said at the end of the day, it's an inbuilt thing, a inbred thing. At the end of the day, it has to do with self-esteem. It has to do with who you are as an individual. Now, me, I'm a big girl. It's not a secret. Everybody knows. In the beginning, when I started to put on weight, people used to use it against me. It became a thing of, oh, you're big, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. And it used to get to me. But then at one point, I sat down and I was like, you know what? This thing is not going to change. I'll lose weight. They'll tell me I'm too skinny. I'll put on weight. They'll tell me I'm too big. And I'll do whatever the hell I want to do. If I love myself the way I am, that's it. If I'm going to lose a bit of weight today and I'm going to look a bit slimmer, no problem. I'll love it. If I'm going to put on weight, I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to love it that way. Because at the end of the day, if I keep going off of what people are saying, I'll do surgery till I die.
Exactly.
Because I can't afford it.
So what you're saying right now is that you don't accept surgeries. Like you don't feel it's the right thing.
Do whatever the hell makes you happy. My thing with surgery is that more times than not, 95% of the time, Google it, women that do surgery, they still come out with the same self-esteem issues that they went in with. So you've done the body and you look great, but in your mind you're still thinking, oh, do people think that, okay, wait, is this person checking me out? Okay, wait, let me just make sure that everything is intact. Everything is like, yes, more times than not. Your case is different. It's not about that. Check it. More times than not. Women they still don't like what they see after they're done with surgery.
But where does the problem come in?
I think there's a difference between getting your body done because of what people are saying. Get your body done because you genuinely just don't like the way you look and you want to change it for yourself.
But what is making a person not like the way they look? I feel like even the way the way we even grew up. Before I even knew it, before maybe my 5th bra was a push-up bra. Like we've been enhancing ourselves subtly all throughout when we grew up. And now it has gotten extreme that people are putting their lives at risk and coming out with these drastic results. Speaking of results, Nara, I want to pose this to you. What was people's reaction when you did the surgery? People as in your friends, your family, and others.
So I remember going to tell one of my friends, like an older friend who I know that had got under the knife, and because I wanted her to just tell me how to go about the process. So I thought I was a bit skeptical about doing it, and she was like, am I scared about what people are going to say? And I'm like, no, I don't care. Like, I'm doing me. People don't care about me. I don't care about them. So when I did it, I came back. I was already getting eyes from every single, I was already telling them from when I was in Yankee. I was giving them some pictures, some waists. I now gave them one picture. That day, Snapchat broke. 200 people added me. See waist, everybody knew the waist to be like this, like square. It was now curve. It people now started messaging me. Nah, you look good, blah, 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 blah. You know, because I didn't give anybody, I'm usually someone that puts a lot of things out there, but I didn't give anyone any hint apart from people that I spoke to before I did it. But on social media, I didn't tell anyone what I was about to do. I just did it and then boom, I'm back. Knew me.
The internet broke.
Exactly. So everybody just embraced it. Like, it's not just now. I'm 1 year and 3 months post-OP. You know, so it's something.
Were you scared?
No,
I have a question.
I wasn't scared.
So there's a lot of, especially in Nigeria, because you know Nigerians, we like to follow things. We like things. Anything that's happening, anything that's trending, people jump on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a known fact that a lot of women are doing it because they're using it, like Tokyo was saying earlier, sell their markets. So they're using it to get more attention from men. I'm talking about the girls that do like runs and the girls that, you know, follow men for money, etc. Most of them have now gone under the knife because, yes, the other girls are doing it and they're all in the same market and they need to do it to make more money.
Yeah.
How will I word this question? If someone comes up to you and says, oh, did you do it because of men? And did you do it because you were trying to get attention from old men and getting more money or whatever? What would be your reaction? Because I'm saying this because a lot of girls that are doing it in Nigeria, especially Nigeria, a lot of girls that are doing it in Nigeria are in the market. That's what they're doing. They're doing it to increase their sales.
Yeah.
So if someone came up to you and asked that, what would you do?
I'll be
Slightly offended, especially if I could tell that the person was coming off as trying to pry into my business as opposed to just knowing about how the process is, what's going on in Nigeria, about, you know, how do people talk about it, why did I do it? Yeah. So I'll be offended, but then I don't care. Like, I always say my mind. You know, if you ask me, I'll tell you straight because I have nothing to hide.
It's your body. Do it anyhow you like. If you feel like you have been working out and that doesn't work for you, if you have the money to pay and you do your research, you educate yourself, you think your doctor is good enough, get it done. And just know that it costs a lot to maintain this body. So you keep doing it and keep enjoying yourself.
We'll pick up from you when we get back. We need to go on a short break. The conversation has been getting heated on Serious Banter. We have been talking about body-altering surgeries and... I said it right this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry.
2 points that I want to make. First and foremost, now when we're talking about trends, right? Great, you guys have given so many reasons as to why you're doing it. Now, even the doctors, the main doctors, and when I say main doctors, I always refer to those guys on board because I feel like they're the ones that are very like out there with everything about. Those are like they're the OGs. There are procedures that were existing 5-7 years ago, and 7 years ago it was breasts. And what they call those things, silicone implants, right? And now, 7 years after, we're beginning to see the dangers of silicone implants and what it can do. Do you understand? So, like, it's a trend, yeah, and you're doing it for your body. Oh, nobody cares, nobody does that. And I keep coming back to this life thing because I know there are people that have lost their lives about it. Wait, now, there are people that have lost their lives about it, on this same thing. So for me, it's like, you don't even know this thing you're doing now, you don't know where it's going to get you. Even surgeries that are even done for serious things like heart surgery, brain surgery, they don't know what the effects are going to be in 10 years. But you're jumping on it now because it's a trend. You don't know how it's going to affect you in the next 10 years. Now, 1. 2, now, the one that is even annoying me because I don't have big bum, okay? And I'm trying out there. I'm trying, spending me. What?
Face us now.
I'm facing you. I'm just looking. I don't want to look anybody in the eye. People that don't have big bum here now, they will now go. They will now go and do surgery. They will not come back. They will not be gymming. They will not be working out. And they will not tell us that they did surgery. Why? If you're going to do surgery, do it with your chest. Do you understand? There's no particular person. There's no particular person that I know that do the surgery. Do you understand? Wait now. Then my cousin now buzzed me because my cousin always see her on Instagram or social media that I want to be like this girl, I want to be like this girl. She now saw the girl, actually saw her in real life. She now said, these ways, it's not making sense. She now called me and said, people that are doing TV per weekend because you don't actually tell us the truth. My one is, why don't people, if you're going to do it, like, why not just like own it? Why don't you own it? There are a lot of people.
I think it's really important to own it as well because you're giving other people unrealistic expectations.
Yes,
because then they see their body and like,
Very good point, because the thing is, I'm into nightlife, yeah, and I see a lot of these girls, like, I won't lie to you, like 60% of the girls that come out, all of them have done their body. I'm not against it. But the thing is, out of the 60, you have that 20 that they are botched. They might not even know that they're botched. But people laugh at them, like when they're passing, when they're going to this, going to what table, people are gossiping, people are using their phones, they're snapping them, doing all those things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is,
can I ask you a question? What is botched? Botched to me, now, based on what you have just said, botched to me is very confusing because how can you say that she's botched?
Because
She's
the botched
now, hold on. Botched to you. You can see a nyash that is botched to you. I might see that nyash and be like, boom. No, you cannot say that. You cannot say that. That's what I'm trying to say.
But the person that is laughing at this person,
I'm getting somewhere, which is where I'm getting to, which is why it is not better to stay away. Because
from what?
From doing the whole thing.
Surgery?
The whole stuff. The whole surgery.
Oh, so basically you disagree?
I don't disagree or agree.
So
I'm only just saying.
Because
it's all about perception. She can think that nyash there now is botched. But I think that nyash is mad. So there's so much confusion.
It's not perception at all. You are bossed and we can't see it. We they see, not think say my glass is not there. You know, let me see. I can't see it.
Hey, wait, hold on. My nigga, when you see, let's tell you you're dead. When you see a botched surgery, it is so motherfucking obvious. It is so bad that like there's people that have gone to go and get ass shots. And then when they get ass shots, it turns to bricks. And then you know what's behind their booty? A fucking square.
When their booty right, their body's really
it's ridiculous. Like it doesn't even make sense. You can't even do anything about it. And then there's people, let me tell you, and there's people that have done surgery and they think that their waist is small. And what they end up looking like is they end up looking like squares. I know people that have done surgery, they want to do BBL. And their body look like square. Then their bum on their hips, they're not added hips like this.
This is your perception. But the person that has done it now thinks she looks perfect.
No be perception. Nobody's blind. Yeah, we don't see him. We don't see him. There's some people that anything goes. Do you understand? Botcho, look nice, look sick. There's some guys that go for anything. I'm not saying that's what you are getting from. Some people they go for bricks. Some go for lizard style, anything.
Wait. Hold up, guys.
Some guys go for anything. Everybody knows, let's not lie, when we go for the BBLs and we want that, that hourglass figure, we all know what we want it to look like. Nara is a good example. I mean, her job was doctor. Shout out to her doctor. Because that's how it's that's how it's supposed to look. Now, when it does not look like that, and it starts to look like this, that is what they call botched.
Botched is botched regardless.
For me, wait. I want to talk. You've been talking since. Can I talk?
Let's talk. Sorry. Topic, go ahead.
She didn't talk.
For me, you guys are not even talking about how we guys see it. Because obviously you're girls. I heard you guys say, oh, you do it for yourselves.
Because we don't give a
Listen, you actually give a fuck because a man brought you to this world.
What, nigga?
Listen. Let me finish. No.
What is that?
I said anything. What's the business? It's my opinion. What are you saying? Yeah, my point is, you guys have been talking about people doing it because of themselves and all that. Have you actually thought about how women also see it too? Trust me, because at the end of the day, most of you girls are going to marry. She's in a relationship, right? Yeah. She did it before she met her supposed boyfriend. Yeah. Trust me. So don't you think that how do women actually take you? Do we take you seriously? Like, do we take you seriously or not? Because trust me, let me finish. Listen, let me finish. First of all, for me, I don't want to say too much because they're going to criticize me while watching this. Yeah? But to be honest with you, 90% of the girls that do their body never really, when they do their body, when they're single, never really get what they want in a man. Because men, the way we see it, I don't know. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Sorry, can I ask you something? Sorry, you talk. Sorry, can I ask you something? See, Tokwe, I have a question. Wait, I have a question for you. You just said that the women should care about how the men perceive them because more times than not, the men are not going to take them serious or some crap like that. Yeah. Hold on. So that all the babes around you at the moment have done their bodies. Does that mean that you don't take any single one of them seriously? Because at the moment, that's all you're looking at.
Do you think I'm going to marry most of them? I do.
So let me just
I'm fucking true, man. Fucking true. Listen. Okay, no, you can't run away from because you know why? Because all these ladies don't even come out because they don't say the truth. I met a girl before that. I'll stop with her. Fine, I wasn't sure whether she did her body or not. Trust me, the girl was doing throwback pictures on Snapchat. And when I just saw, throwback.
Is this you?
And I said, is this you? And I'm messaging that, what happened? Like you look really slim on that picture. Guess what the girl told me? She told me, I've been eating a lot, that's why I'm big now. They don't say the truth. How am I supposed to know? Am I a doctor? Second they're liars. Most of them are liars. Okay. See, which is fair. Most of them when they do wait. Most of them when they do their body, they go to their Instagram and do all their pictures and start from the beginning. Go and check it out.
Just tell us the truth. I will accept you. But don't go on Instagram and be telling guys that you worked out to get that waist. Mama, I don't work out since. Why is my waist not like that?
Okay, so it's obvious that Tope is not going to date a girl was not going to marry or take a girl seriously if
don't misquote me.
Okay. Well, that's what you said.
I just said some men or most men.
Everybody was here.
Everybody was here.
Okay, so okay,
wait. Question.
Okay.
And your thing was your response to my question was, do you think I'm going to take those girls seriously?
I said most. See. Let me tell you something. Wait, let me tell you. Let me talk now. People are misquoting it because first of all, I said most. Okay, let me put it what most men or some men.
Tope always just says nonsense. All the damn, like we understand that you're trying to make a point, but you have to listen as well because you're just talking OP.
Okay, we have men here. Let's hear from them. Odera.
No, but before you misquoted me. Let me finish. Let me finish.
You correct me.
See, I never said that doing surgery. I never said it was a bad thing. Did I ever say yes?
You won't take them seriously.
Listen. Yes, a lot of them I won't take them seriously. You know why? I'll just give you a reason. Because they lie about it. And first of all, when you lie to me about it and I find out, how would I take you seriously? Does that not make sense?
Date a girl that has been under the knife. I need to hear from the men. Actually.
Don't be misquoting me on this show, please.
I need to hear from the men.
I think she's trying to say that she wants to hear from me. So why don't we hear what she wants to hear, which is from me? So everybody should be quiet. So you guys should be quiet. Now, what I think is that I'm not about all these things that Tope is saying, which is the outside. You know, whatever you people want to do is fine by me. It's your life. I do whatever I want to do. Nobody's going to tell me anything because it's my life. I live it.
I take a woman seriously.
I will take anybody seriously because it's your life. If you have the qualities that I desire as a man, I'm going to be fine. Whatever you want to do with yourself is your business. Just give me my qualities and let us go.
Exactly.
Period.
Ade?
Honestly, I think I'm actually with this guy for the very first time. So I think basically anything you really want to do with yourself is really your business. If you come at me and I see that, okay, you've done this, it's your life. I will still take you seriously as long as you are as long as you give me my Sunday brunch.
The
powers of Syria Banta understand.
No, it's a lie. For me, listen for me. Okay, yeah.
She lie to you because of the kind of person that you are. And it's because of people that are like you that people mostly lie about.
Like you.
Sometimes you talk shit. You know why? Because you're not there. You don't even know what she said. I just explained to you that even on Instagram, they delete all their pictures. Those kind of people, anybody that goes to do surgery. Listen, let me finish. So don't misquote me and don't tell me that come man I am. You don't even know me. I'm not dating you. You don't know how I am. So first of all, I'm not done. Listen, let me finish.
I can answer you
see,
because
whatever, man. I just said it just easily. Okay, you all know that they always delete their pictures on Instagram. Most of them.
Talk, but spend more time listening and less time talking.
Because you're not listening to me. Stop saying the kind of man that I am. Do you know me?
But you people saying date too now.
But why?
If you're allowed to not generalize.
I did not accuse anybody on this side. Did I say anything bad to her?
It's okay. Calm
No,
down.
they should not accuse what you don't know.
Deep breath.
Finish.
Are you okay? Are you fine? Do you want water?
Okay, so everybody has said their piece, but then the thing is, when it comes to the lying thing, I feel like it could be dangerous. Now, how does a woman that wants to go under the knife now? Everybody's lying about it, and everybody's saying they got their body from doing squats. Who do you go to for advice?
And she told the same
That's
thing,
why
right?
a lot of people are going into blacklisted. That's why black market surgeons, because they don't know who to go to, and that's why Anu ended up killing Dr. Anu. How many people has she killed?
I'm going to say it again to the camera because this woman has done the worst things that you can possibly do.
And she has run away.
And you've now absconded. You've gone and let Sky hide. You'll probably see this because it will go viral and come
Guys,
to you. You need to
run, yo.
run for cover.
But there are many Dr. Anus out there. That's what you don't understand. There are many
And for
Dr.
those who don't understand the whole banter about behind Anu or whatever, she's not actually a licensed surgeon.
She's not. She
So-
just watched doctors that were coming into her practice.
She had a
and
facility.
decided to follow them.
She's someone who had a facility whereby individuals could come for consultations, and she brings foreign surgeons who can do the work. But you know now, Madam, now carried shoulder. I can't do it. I saw it.
Sure, doctor.
No worry, I'll give you discount.
nurse.
Come,
Nurse.
I do it. And Shekpe went left.
Tailoring.
Yeah, but like that's so wrong because it's not tailoring. It's not tailoring. You cannot just cut off someone. If you're a tailor,
Yeah, give me. Sorry. She's not even a doctor.
she's not a doctor, and it's actually not tailor. You cannot just cut off. If you stole someone's dress, you can say, "Oh, sorry," but to kill someone's
There
child.
should actually be some sort of association or some kind of check and balance.
But the
That's,
problem with
you know, because I don't know.
In Nigeria, this is a new thing.
Yeah.
So before they can, it takes Nigeria 1 million years to catch up with things. Before they can now sit down and say, "Oh, let's bring a community of surgeons."
Yeah.
They have to take one person with initiative, and normally nobody cares.
And then, you know, earlier we talked about how this is a trend, right? So another thing Dr. Anu capitalized on was the fact that people wanted to join a trend without having the finances. So she was very big on discounts.
Bring your
I know this because
yeah.
I know, you know, bring discounts. And obviously these girls who are feeling pressures to do their body, not having the right financial means to go about it.
Right information.
We're like, okay, she's done it. That person didn't die. Because obviously, not everybody died. You know what I mean?
Now.
By luck. So she's like, okay, well, I'm going to get a discount. That other person didn't die. So let me, come.
I want to jump off that luck thing because a lot of people say that it's because you go to a black market guy or it's because you went to somebody that gave you a discount. But my mom's friend recently died of a BBL and she got it done at Harley Street. And anyone from London knows that they have the best medical practitioners in the world. Now, she didn't die on surgery. She died the week after. It got stuck in her arteries and she had a heart attack.
Wow.
So
it is a luck thing. The fact that they took fat from her arms, her stomach, and put it in her bum.
You know that like 2,500
The
women
fat got
died.
stuck in her arteries a week after, and she had a heart attack.
So it's not even about Dr. Anu or going to the best doctors. At the end of the day,
It's a huge
It's a huge
risk.
risk.
So it is a risk. Is it worth it?
No, it's not. You can't say it's not
I'm
about-
not saying Dr. Anu did not do anything right too. I
No,
said it's not
Dr.
even about
Anu
fake
is a
doctors
criminal.
or- That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing.
See, let me tell you something.
What was I saying?
The botch doctors, yeah? They have said that BBL surgeries, fat transfer surgeries, is the most dangerous surgeries to do in the world. That's
Like,
something
for real.
that
Like,
surgeons
should Google.
that do this,
should read about this.
they have said it.
Yeah,
They've
they've said
gone
it
on the
already.
show and they've said that this is the most dangerous surgery to do in the world.
Because I don't like the way that you guys always try to cut off Tokpe or not allow him to finish when he's talking.
I don't understand it.
No, wait, sorry. All he was just trying to say is that at the end of the day, be it Dr. Anu or
Thank you.
London or America, the thing
They don't
is
listen
a
to
risk.
understand. Period.
That's not the point. You're listening
That's
to
what
this
I'm
is
saying.
Maybe that doctor is a question mark. We don't even know if she's really a doctor. You don't understand.
Sorry guys. See, let me now tell you something. See, that's not what we're saying. What we're trying to say basically is this. You doing it with Dr. Anu, you have higher chances of even going.
Exactly.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean
No argument about that. I'm saying
that doesn't
still.
mean
Surgery in general, I don't want to know. Even though it's ordinary,
that's exactly what I'm saying. What are you not saying?
No, it's not what you're saying.
It's a big risk.
So surgery in general
Listen to
right.
Calm down.
Listen to guys, can you guys listen to me, please? We've heard you.
You said your mom's friend went to
No problem. I've heard you. I'm trying to explain.
And that's why I said that. That's what I'm saying. That it's a big risk to even go for surgery.
Yes, simple.
You added her name.
What are you being?
This is better, but before you added her name, which means you gave her some sort of legitimate.
Because she's a fake doctor, fake and original.
Dr. Anu is nothing but a criminal, a real fraud.
Surgery in general, guys, let me calm down. Surgery in general is a risk. So we know. Do you understand? That is the thing. Whether it's a fake doctor or a real one.
And that's why I asked where you
Let's move on.
Sorry.
Everybody calm down. Let me just.
Tope has a point.
Wait, I get
She went
Tope's
to the best people in the
point.
world.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
guess what? I am sure and I can bet with my life that people that go to Harley Street stand a higher chance of surviving than someone that went to Dr. Anu, who is not a licensed doctor, who basically learned how to do surgery by watching another doctor doing
She
surgery.
didn't do the schooling for it.
That is the point that Sabrina is trying to
I'm not
make.
saying Otoani is right.
Tope, you keep saying.
I'm not saying that. Stop misquoting me.
I understand what you said, and then I understand what Sabrina said. So you don't have to keep repeating what you said before Sabrina said it.
What did I repeat? What did I say to? What
And that is
did I
fine.
ask for?
So at this
No, what did I ask for?
point
Did I repeat what I said?
Tope is actually dead on this episode because wow.
I mentioned something very specific. I mentioned body dysmorphia. I don't know. You probably don't have it. You probably never had it, so you don't know what it's
That
like.
used to be fat.
But what? But you used to be fat. You knew you were fat.
So that's
There's
not
people that
dysmorphia.
are fat, rolling, and they think that
that
they
they
are
have six
muscular.
packs.
They think that yeah, man, my body's banging. What you talking about?
Which is why 60
At the end of the day, these people, because
I guess like Arcadia because I saw him in the gym yesterday do like this.
No, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. I like that. But you don't see the difference. You're lying on camera, and I'm gonna get you back. I am dead.
Hold on. That's very possible. But my thing is that body dysmorphia in particular is, I don't want to call it a sickness, but it's a mental health issue. Do you understand?
Yes.
That needs to be dealt with. Yeah. So most times they don't know. There's somebody that I know that's sick. There's somebody that is. In fact, I think she thinks her body is the best thing to slice, but her butt looks like a block. Wow. And luckily for her, she has somebody that loves her enough to marry her like that. But if I was with someone, if I was a guy the other way around and I could afford it, I would definitely find a way to help my babe fix it. Because man.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. The shots that girls, took years ago, like you said 5 years ago, whatever. Is there something that can be done about it?
Take it out.
Oh,
if you know Janelle Slaughter,
I hear that most people their butts
she's Get Body by Jay on Instagram.
What about silicone?
She
Can you
did.
take them out?
Yeah, you're not supposed to shoot silicone in your ass because what happens is it mixes in with your fats and it causes problems. Before you know, you start to have necrosis. Necrosis is when your skin turns black and dies. Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Tajay, are you in medical field or?
No, she didn't.
No, listen, I don't know.
What is that? Say anything bad now?
I just know these things. For example, now we get it. I'm going to use Get Body by Jay as an example. She did ass shots back in the day when she was younger, and obviously when ass shots were a thing. Now they found easier, healthier ways to do it. But back then, ass shots was the way to do it. And the thing with ass shots is that it's one of two things. It's either going to turn to rock and your ass will be hard forever, or it's going to mix in with your fat and start to cause problems. Leg problems, thigh problems. You start having all kinds of diseases on your legs. And before you know it, push comes to shove, you try and do any other surgery, it will turn to necrosis. And necrosis is black and it will destroy. There's nothing else they can do but remove it. This happened to Get Body by Jay. She has a big booty. Somebody I was looking up to. And when it happened to her after she tried to take the thing out, because it was causing her problems, she got necrosis. And now she has a deep hole in her butt because there's no other thing to do than to remove it. Yeah. And then you now have to go and try and do reconstructive surgery years after. You can't do it immediately after because it's not healthy.
Okay,
so just don't.
Now we have to move on. We're getting to the end of the episode and we want to just get everybody's last thoughts. Okay. So we'll start off with Tope and keep it brief.
Okay, I should conclude.
Your last thoughts?
My last thoughts. For me, I just feel like if you have a reason not to do it, don't go into surgery, because at the end of the day, sometimes when they take too much fat from your body, it causes lumpiness and there's like dents and all this kind of stuff. And for me, if you can go to the gym, please go to the gym. Like
Everybody has their conclusions.
yeah.
Oh, he said dead.
And now
It's my honest belief and opinion that every individual is free to do as they please. So if you want to do your body, if that's going to make you feel better, do it. But please have the financial means to take care of yourself before, during, and after.
Thank you, Sabrina.
I personally feel that you should deal with the things within yourself first before you deal with the outer side. Now, when I say this, I mean, if you have self-esteem issues, try to deal with that first so that you know whether or not you really don't love yourself as you are. If you don't love yourself as you are, after you feel like, you've gotten to a place of self-love and everything, and you still feel like, oh, I still want to fix this, but I love myself, I just want to fix it so I can, feel fly, then that's great. But I feel like you need to deal with your inner self first before you deal with the outer cup.
Okay, basically, I think I don't have a problem with you getting it done. My only problem is this: you need to educate yourself, because you need to know the chances of survival. You need to proper research, know the death rates of these doctors, because as Nara said earlier, you need to. She did all of that, so I advise you to do that so that you survive and not just die on the table, because that's your own concern. Nobody is your business.
My thing is, I feel like you should really just do what makes you happy, not what other people say outside that will not make you happy. Do what makes you happy. Make sure that you're content within yourself, that this is exactly what I want to do. And when you decide that you actually want to do it, make sure that you do your research, like Ade said, and go to doctors that you're sure that, okay, they can actually get this done. Don't even go to doctors that give you discounts. Discounts for what? Discounts to just use your money to buy your death. Also, I feel like, I was going to say something. Yeah, someone was saying something about how, even if you go to the best doctors you can still die, but something must kill a man. And you can finish getting your body done or decide, I don't want to get my body done, and then go outside and get hit by a truck. Like, it's not just about, nobody's saying that, when you get your body done, then you are definitely going to die. Just make sure that you take the necessary precautions so that at least you know that you actually have a chance of surviving with it. That's it.
Well, to each his own, whatever anybody wants to do. Clearly, everybody can see my angle and the way and how I approach it, which is I'm a fitness guy. And I love my days going to the gym and working hard for my own thing, but that's me. And there are other things that I like that you may not like. So I'm not going to come here and say your own is right or my own is right and my own is wrong. To each his own. Like Sabrina said, I don't agree. I mean, just go and do what you want to do. I guess if you want to do it, you may have to pay for it and all sorts of things. So, you have to know what it comes with. But to each his own.
Thank you. Danny.
Okay, so I just think that you need to be mentally stable before you embark on doing anything. Choose and decide on what you want to do. And I strongly believe that there needs to be an association. Like, surgeons need to come together and have some sort of checks and balances, because, even though, yes, people want to do this thing, there has to be some kind of precautions and things. They have to find out about doctors. Are they really certified? Do they have the qualifications to do this thing?
Nice.
But you know what? Still do you.
Basically, some people have already said what I want to say, so I'm just going to keep my own very brief. You, table me, Ade, Sabrina, it's all about doing what's best for you. And, they say choose happiness. It's like you're deliberately doing something that makes you happy, because previously or before you decided to do it, you were definitely not happy about something, and that's how you looked. So if you have the money to fix yourself, fix yourself. It's called body enhancement. I have braces on now, and I'm also fixing my dentitions. And I never used to smile in pictures. I never used to, most of my pictures, I'm always squeezing my face. But now, and I used to have a problem talking to people, because if I meet someone and I feel like they saw me like this, once I open my mouth, I'll feel like they've seen something ugly. So I was so conscious about it. And now my gaps are closing together. I'm 1 year gone. I'm smiling, I'm talking to my phone screen. I never used to do that. So body enhancements are life-changing. Just do your research and go for the best doctors and surgeons. Whatever you're doing, it's for yourself. Okay. Go for the best.
Shaitan?
Yeah. Okay, so I still have everybody, do what makes you happy, but I still have a very big problem. Debomi said something about, even if you can finish doing your body and you can go out and truck will hit you. I'd rather that as a human being, you won't intentionally put your life in danger. Like I said earlier, once you accept your flaws, nobody can use them against you. There will always be something. People go talk. Even the most beautiful girl in Nigeria or in the world, there's still something they will say about her. So in that light, fix your insides first. I feel like if people spent more money fixing what is wrong with them on the inside, it might not necessarily affect them on the outside. But then if surgery is what's gonna make you happy, then do you, boo.
Sorry.
That's why it's my conclusion.
So I think it's safe to say that everybody needs to understand the risks and look out for themselves. People are always going to talk about their successes, so don't be so swayed by how the media portrays body alterations. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course.
Subscribe.
I will see you next week on Serious Banta.
Man, I'm literally new here. I really don't know what all these people were saying. It's a lot. It's all about self-esteem at the end of the day. Trend or no trend. I'm just tired.
Dr. Anu, she's the one killing everyone. Let's say her name. I don't know why everyone's trying to beat around the bush. Her name is Dr. Anu.
You can be taking pictures of me while we are waiting for this thing to happen. No?